The Providence Police Chief's son, Cody Thompson, strides into Judge Caprio's courtroom like he owns the place. Every step screams entitlement: gold chain, designer jeans, $1,000 shoes, and the look on his face says it all. I'm untouchable. No law applies to me. Why is he here? Cody threatened to destroy a rookie officer's career just because the officer dared to give him a ticket. And now, he's here, brimming with arrogance, thinking dropping his father's name will get him off scot-free. But what he doesn't know is this courtroom runs on one rule: justice isn't for sale, and privilege won't bend the law. What happens next isn't just a punishment, it's a masterclass in humility, a lesson in accountability, and a reminder that no one is above the law. It's Tuesday morning, 10:45 a.m. The bailiff calls the case: the state of Rhode Island versus Cody Michael Thompson. Cody walks in, smug, confidence radiating. My dad runs the police. I'm untouchable. Judge Caprio looks up with calm authority. Good morning, Mr. Thompson. Cody nods casually. Morning, Judge. From the first glance, it's clear this isn't just a courtroom session. It's a showdown: spoiled privilege versus unyielding justice. Lean back and watch closely. What unfolds next is a lesson Cody will never forget, and one you won't want to miss. Cody Thompson shows no respect, no, Your Honor, just the casual confidence of someone who expects the law to bend for him. Judge Caprio notes the attitude, but remains composed. Mr. Thompson, you're charged with reckless driving and intimidation of a law enforcement officer. The judge begins. The complaint alleges that during a traffic stop, you threatened Officer Martinez with professional retaliation. How do you respond? Cody leans back, smirking. Honestly, Your Honor, there's been a misunderstanding. We could just call my dad and clear this up in 5 minutes. Judge Caprio's calm authority doesn't waver. Mr. Thompson, this is a court of law. Criminal charges aren't resolved through phone calls to family members. Cody's smirk turns condescending. Sure, I get it, official and all that. But realistically, my dad runs the police department that brought these charges. Eventually, everyone answers to him. The courtroom gasps at his arrogance. Judge Caprio fixes him with a steady gaze. Are you suggesting your father's position should influence how these charges are handled? Context matters, Cody replies casually. Officer Martinez is new, right? Just learning how things work here. I was only trying to help him understand who he should and shouldn't be hassling. Whispers ripple through the courtroom as his entitlement fills the room. Judge Caprio reviews the police report, the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. This isn't just a hearing, it's a battle of arrogance versus justice. Judge Caprio fixes Cody Thompson with a steady gaze. Mr. Thompson, according to Officer Martinez's report, you were traveling 68 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour residential zone. When pulled over, you allegedly became verbally aggressive and threatened the officer's career. Is that accurate? Cody shrugs, as if he's talking about the weather. I was running late, yeah, but that street was empty. As for threats, I didn't threaten anyone. I just explained who my dad is and suggested Officer Martinez might want to use better judgment on what stops are worth his time. Better judgment? The judge asks, voice calm but firm. Yeah, Cody replies casually, leaning back. Maybe focusing on real criminals instead of hassling the police chief's son for going a little fast on an empty street. Judge Caprio takes a deep breath, keeping his composure. So, you're saying your father's position gives you special treatment? That the laws don't apply to you? Cody's smirk falters slightly, replaced by a mix of surprise and arrogance. Doesn't it? That's how it works in the real world. The chief's son gets pulled over, the officer realizes who he is, and everyone goes home happy. So, you believe speeding laws don't apply to you? Cody's confidence grows. They should be enforced intelligently. My dad didn't climb the ranks for 20 years, so some rookie could write tickets to his family. The courtroom murmurs, and the tension thickens. Judge Caprio leans forward, patience tested but unbroken. Let's review the body camera footage from Officer Martinez's patrol car, so we can hear exactly what was said during this traffic stop. Cody straightens slightly, but keeps that arrogant smirk. Sure, let's watch it. The stage is set, privilege versus justice, arrogance versus authority. The audience can feel the showdown about to unfold. The monitors flicker to life, revealing footage that would soon go viral. Cody Thompson's sports car weaves through empty residential streets past midnight, barely slowing at stop signs. Officer Martinez activates his patrol lights, prompting a short chase that ends in front of a nightclub. Martinez approaches, calm and professional. Good evening, sir. License and registration, please. Cody immediately turns confrontational. Do you know who you pulled over? Sir, I need to see your license and registration. Martinez responds firmly. I'm asking if you know who I am. Cody snaps, his tone dripping with intimidation. He hands over his license reluctantly. Look at the name, Thompson. As in Chief Thompson. As in your boss's boss. Martinez maintains composure, undeterred. Mr. Thompson, I clocked you going 68 in a 35 zone. That's serious speeding in a residential area. Cody laughs, mocking. Serious speeding? Martinez, let me explain something. My father runs this department. Every promotion, every assignment, everything goes through him. Sir, I'm just doing my job, Martinez says, calm but firm. Cody smirks. Your job is to use good judgment about who deserves harassment and who doesn't. The footage exposes a collision of entitlement and authority, an arrogant attempt to leverage privilege against the law. The tension is raw, the courtroom silent, and the lesson about accountability about to unfold. The tension in the body cam footage escalates. Cody Thompson leans into intimidation, his words sharp as ice. You're about to write a ticket to the police chief's son for driving fast on an empty street. Does that sound like good judgment to you? Officer Martinez remains professional, continuing the stop. Sir, the speed limit applies to everyone, regardless of family connections. You're just a rookie who doesn't know better. Cody's tone hardens, threatening. Family connections? This is about respect. Tear up the citation, pretend this never happened, and go catch real criminals. Or decide you know better than the chief's son, and see what happens to your career. Are you threatening me, sir? Martinez asks, steady. I'm educating you. Cody replies coldly. Officers who show loyalty and respect get rewarded. Those who don't might end up with the worst shifts, traffic duty in the rain, or filing in the evidence room. You get the idea. Martinez remains firm. Sir, I'm going to issue a citation for excessive speed. Cody's voice drops to ice. Martinez, that citation disappears right now, or I guarantee you'll spend the rest of your short career explaining to my father why you thought it was smart to hassle his family. You really want to find out what happens when rookie cops don't show proper respect? I'm writing the citation, sir, Martinez says without flinching. Cody snarls, unconcerned. Write whatever you want. Just remember that when you're working security at shopping malls next year, I tried to help you make the smart choice. Judge Caprio pauses the video. Silence fills the courtroom. Cody sits unbothered, adjusting his gold chain. The arrogance is palpable. Mr. Thompson, Judge Caprio begins carefully, the weight of justice about to collide with entitlement. Judge Caprio leans forward, eyes locked on Cody Thompson. You've just watched yourself explicitly threaten a police officer's career for doing his job. How do you explain this behavior? Cody sits up, radiating confidence. Your Honor, that footage shows exactly what I said. A rookie officer who doesn't understand how to prioritize. I was just helping Martinez see what stops are worth pursuing. By threatening his livelihood, the judge presses. By explaining reality, Cody insists. In any organization, there's an informal hierarchy based on relationships and respect. Martinez needed to understand where he fits. Judge Caprio's voice cuts like steel. Mr. Thompson, what you're describing isn't hierarchy, it's corruption. Corruption? Cody feigns offense. Your Honor, with respect, I think you're misunderstanding. My dad didn't work 20 years to become chief, so that rookie officers could waste time hassling his family over minor infractions. Minor infractions? You were driving nearly twice the speed limit through residential neighborhoods, the judge counters. Cody waves it off dismissively. On empty streets, nobody was in danger. The only person affected was Martinez's feelings. Judge Caprio takes a measured breath, steady and unwavering. Mr. Thompson, let me ask you directly, do you believe traffic laws apply to you? Cody pauses, then delivers a chillingly entitled answer. Your Honor, I believe laws should be enforced with discretion and common sense. When the police chief's son gets pulled over for minor speeding, the smart officer recognizes this isn't the hill to die on. The courtroom sits in stunned silence. Arrogance, privilege, and entitlement hang heavy in the air. Justice is about to confront a belief system built on power, not law. Cody leans back, trying to mask impatience. My father has dedicated his life to law enforcement, and hassling his family shows a fundamental lack of respect for his service. Judge Caprio's voice sharpens. So that's a no. You don't think these laws apply to you? I think they should be applied intelligently, Cody replies, considering who's being cited and what it means for department morale. The judge's composure cracks, revealing barely restrained frustration. Mr. Thompson, based on the video evidence of your threats against Officer Martinez, your complete lack of remorse, and your belief that your family name exempts you from legal consequences, I am prepared to impose penalties that will teach you the difference between respect and fear. Cody's confidence flickers. Penalties? Your Honor, this is obviously a first offense, and no actual harm was done. No harm? Judge Caprio fires back. You attempted to corrupt a police officer and undermine law enforcement integrity. The courtroom holds its breath as the judge delivers the verdict. For reckless driving at nearly twice the speed limit in a residential zone, I am imposing a $17,500 fine and a 2-year license suspension. Cody barely reacts. Money isn't an issue. For intimidation and attempted corruption of a law enforcement officer, an additional $10,000 fine, the judge continues. Still, Cody seems unfazed until the next blow hits. I am also suspending your driving privileges for 2 full years. Now worry creeps across Cody's face. 2 years? Your Honor, that's completely excessive for a traffic violation. This isn't just a traffic violation, Mr. Thompson, Judge Caprio replies firmly. This is about corrupting the very system your father has spent decades protecting. The courtroom is tense, every eye fixed on Cody, as Judge Caprio prepares to deliver the final, decisive words that will leave an indelible lesson on privilege and accountability. Judge Caprio leans forward, eyes piercing. And since you seem to believe that wearing a badge is about privilege rather than service, you're going to learn what police work actually involves. Cody's confident facade starts to crack. What do you mean? You're sentenced to 150 hours of community service, the judge declares. Specifically, working in the evidence storage facility at police headquarters, cataloging and organizing case files under the supervision of the very officers you threatened. Cody's jaw drops. Working at the police station? Like manual labor? Every Saturday for the next year, Judge Caprio continues, you will report at 6 in the morning and spend 8 hours learning what real police work is, the tedious, unglamorous tasks that keep the justice system running. 6 a.m. on Saturdays? Filing and cleaning? People will see me there. Cody protests, voice cracking. Mr. Thompson, the judge says firmly, being seen performing honest work in service of justice might teach you the honor that police work truly requires. Cody jumps to his feet, panic rising. This is insane. You can't make me work in some basement evidence room like a janitor. My dad will have this overturned. Your father built his reputation on integrity and service, Judge Caprio responds evenly. Your behavior has dishonored both him and the badge he wears. This is discrimination. You're punishing me because of who my father is. Cody shouts. Mr. Thompson, the judge cuts through sharply. I'm punishing you precisely because of who your father is. You have the privilege to be held to a higher standard, and you failed it. The courtroom goes silent. Cody's arrogance has been met with unflinching justice, and the lesson is clear. Entitlement will never outrun accountability. Judge Caprio leans in, voice firm. Your father dedicated his life to building trust between law enforcement and the community. You used his name and reputation as weapons to corrupt and intimidate. Cody's face flushes red with rage. I wasn't intimidating anyone. I was just explaining how things work. What you were explaining, Mr. Thompson, the judge responds, is exactly the kind of corruption that destroys public trust in law enforcement. The reality begins to sink in for Cody. Your Honor, please, I'll apologize to Martinez. I'll pay whatever fine you want. Just don't make me work where every cop in the city will see me. Judge Caprio's eyes narrow. 30 minutes ago, you told me that officers who don't show proper respect deserve to have their careers destroyed. Now you're begging for special consideration? I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I respect police officers. Cody pleads. The judge remains unmoved. Mr. Thompson, your remorse is noted, but unconvincing, given it only appeared after consequences were announced. Judge Caprio delivers the final blow. In addition to your community service and driving suspension, you are ordered to speak at high schools throughout the district about the dangers of privilege and corruption. You will tell students exactly what happened here today and how your sense of entitlement nearly destroyed your father's reputation. Cody stares, stunned. Public speaking? In front of teenagers? About how I messed up. They'll record everything and put it online. Judge Caprio's tone leaves no room for doubt. Mr. Thompson, this is the accountability you've avoided your whole life. Today, you'll face the consequences, publicly and privately. The courtroom is silent. Privilege meets justice, arrogance meets reality, and the lesson for Cody Thompson is carved in every word. Judge Caprio fixes Cody with a piercing gaze. Thompson, if you're worried about public embarrassment, you should have thought about that before threatening a police officer on body camera. This is cruel and unusual punishment. You're trying to humiliate me. Cody protests. The judge's voice cuts through the room like steel. Mr. Thompson, humiliation is what you attempted to inflict on Officer Martinez. Justice is what you are receiving now. As the bailiffs prepare to escort him out, Judge Caprio delivers his final words. You came in thinking your father's position made you untouchable. You threatened an officer for doing his job and only showed remorse after facing consequences. Now you leave with a suspended license, 150 hours of community service at the police station, and mandatory talks to high school students, explaining why privilege, without responsibility, leads to disgrace. Cody Thompson entered the courtroom expecting special treatment because of his family name. He leaves with a year of Saturday mornings filing evidence under the supervision of the very officers he tried to intimidate. Within hours, the body camera footage goes viral. Cody becomes a cautionary symbol of entitlement and corruption. Even Chief Thompson publicly supports Judge Caprio's sentence, stating his son's actions violate everything the department stands for. Sometimes, the most important lessons about authority come from serving the people you once thought were there to serve you. If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe for more. Check out the other videos on the channel and stay tuned for the next incredible courtroom tale.